Alright, we're back with more of Avadon, the Black Fortress. We are finally in Zhethron's area after so much exploring and other stuff. So let's continue. I'm getting a lot of lockpicks because we do have Shima. Shima notes piles of supplies with amusement. So much expense and effort to hire a dragon. It is a strange thing. Do Hochlandans think that is honorable? Honorable. No, but having a dragon ally brings great prestige, which is just as good. This Ryozo, if he succeeds in hiring a dragon, it will lead to great elevation for him. Okay. The corridor opens up into a small valley. The ceiling opens up, revealing the clear sky. The sun is beating down on you again, but fresh air is a great relief after the sulfurous stink of the dragon's caves. There are several pens, each full of cows awaiting their dinner engagement with the dragon. Some of the humans that work here have also planted some modest crops by the pool of the south. However, no people are visible here now. The wretches have overrun the area. They are looting the boxes, chasing the cows, and being an incredible nuisance. It is shameful that the warriors here have allowed themselves to lose control like this. Someone will have to answer for it. Okay, I don't want to go in here yet, actually. Alright, one lockpick to break into there. Let's get more loot. Okay, I feel like we're going too far right now, so let's go up here. It looks like most of the human staff of the Dragon's Lair is hiding in this cavern. Some of them have been wounded, probably when trying to fend off the wretch invasion. When you enter, a watcher, the commander of the soldiers here, walks up to you. She looks understandably agitated. You must be Xander. At last, someone has finally come to help us. I am Watcher Harissa of the Cava. Wretches have overrun the outer valley, and I don't have enough soldiers left to drive them out. You need to help us. Did you know I was coming? Yes, Avadon sent word days ago that you were coming. Unless it's a surprise inspection, they always let us know that hands are coming, so we can be prepared. Not that it helped this time. There is something I need to know. And there will be time to talk later. For now, we need to drive those wretches out before Zhethron starts roaring for his daily cow. The creature is in a bad enough mood already. Alright, what do you need from me? This morning, we were attacked by wretches. There must have been 100 of them. They ran right in through the gate. Couldn't believe it. We killed about half of them and then retreated. We were preparing to attack them again, but then you showed up. It's about time Avadon came to help us. I'll solve your problem. She nods. I appreciate it, and as soon as I can get in there, I'll unlock that gate. I'll unlock the gate to the dragon for you. She points to the south. They're that way. She turns to tend to a wounded soldier. Okay. You met Watcher Harissa just inside the entrance to Zhethron's Aerie. The outer chambers have been overrun by wretches, and the dragon hasn't been helping them. Kill the creatures and report back to Harissa. Okay, we have Aerie guards here, Commander Razo. Okay, so something tells me Shima's dialogue is, we were supposed to come here and talk to them before going down there, because Shima mentioned Ryozo, and yeah. The man introduces himself as Keeper Ilhan. He sits in the corner, humiliated and furious. I'm in charge of the chambers outside the Dragon's Lair, or I would be if our watcher hadn't been so careless as to lose control. To wretches. I can help you when you have control of the outer valley. Until then, perhaps your time should be spent tending to the wretches. He points at a woman watching you nearby. When they are dead, report to Watcher Harissa. He returns to what he was doing before, sitting there, quiet and miserable. There is a mix of soldiers, envoys, and dragon tenders sitting around this cave, bruised, humiliated, and miserable. They are waiting patiently for someone to get rid of the wretches so that they can reclaim their home. As you try to talk to them, they point at Watcher Harissa, who is standing just inside the cavern. He is in charge until the wretches are gone. Okay, so maybe Shima's dialogue wasn't too far off, because we can't even talk to Commander Ryozo yet, so maybe it's not that bad. Okay, so we probably actually didn't need to talk to them. We probably could have just gone in, but whatever. I'm only using the bow because they are at such a distance right now. Otherwise, I would prefer to use my sword for a blade master. See, he already ran out of action points like immediately. What enemy is nearby? Oh. Alright, you know what? I'll just stick to the sword for Xander so he can actually tank. I mean, I don't mind the bow, but... Yeah, Xander does his best work when he actually is with the blade, obviously. I love that Shima is able to just snipe these wretch warriors, though. Ooh, that could actually be very handy. That's one ability. Okay, that didn't look like the ringleader, but feels like it. Alright, critical hit chance. Sage's Rod. We encumber him already by doing that. That's bull. Alright, okay, you know what? I really want to put on a shield, so I am going to sacrifice a little bit of armor here. See? Annoying as heck. Not being able to wear armor as much. The cool thing is since the, oh no, I don't want to burn out my lockpicks that easily. And the cool thing is that since the soldiers can't occupy this left, I guess we can go ahead and steal some stuff. I don't want to burn out my lockpick so fast because it takes so many. Okay, that one's fine. Okay, I can't get into that room. Can't get into that room. Okay, was that all the wretches I needed to clear out? I'm pretty sure there was gonna be like a... Oh, maybe over here. Because, yeah, I explored this section already. Okay. We definitely have not completed Zhethron's Aerie's quest because that was way too easy. But we should have cleared out all the wretches for them to at least return. The wretches are gone. You immediately have everyone's attention. It's clear. We can go back in. Thank you, Hand of Avadon. Once inside, I'll unlock the doors to the Dragon's Gatehouse. Good luck with that, creature, and come talk to me later. I have paying work if you're interested. She gives you a nod and starts rousing everyone. Soon they are on their feet, ready to reclaim the lair. You know, now that they're gone, I can take these shields too. Head back in. So yeah, that was all the wretches we needed clear, although we're definitely not done with the main quest yet. Where are you even at? There are a handful of warriors of the Pact on duty now, a sadly inadequate force to defend it against any sort of attack. Yeah, a brief, half-hearted conversation with them. Between the heat and the low morale, they have very little to say. Watcher Hurwitz says, is there anything else you need? She passed the bow on her shoulder. I'm ready to fight, but it's good to have other warriors around. Tell me about the forces under your control. I have 3 blades here under my command. That's 30 fine Kava soldiers. Well trained, all tasked to protect the dragon, but not enough. Protect the dragon doesn't need protecting? Not really. It insists on the soldiers, though, as tribute. And we kill the pests the dragon can't be bothered to hunt. Wretches can't hurt that beast, but they can slay the envoys, and the envoys are important people. Or at least they think they are. Where are your soldiers? Out scouting the wilds and hunting wretches. The Pact army hasn't been doing it. Avadon hasn't either. So Keeper Ilhan pesters me. Makes me send my warriors out with no regard for their safety, and not all are coming back. How is the dragon doing? Angry, and getting angrier every day. I don't want to say more. I stay as far from that beast as I can. She grins evilly. You can go see him. That is your job. Why is the dragon so angry? Because wretches keep sneaking into his lair. Some slip in through the gate. Others burrow tunnels. Now they are attacking blatantly. It doesn't threaten Zhethron, of course, but he sees it as an insult. If dragons have anything, it is pride. You are in need of my help? I am. Well, not me, my men. I have had to send them out on patrols and raids, trying to hold back the wretches. Some have not returned. If you go to attack the Hagra clan, I sent 4 warriors there not long ago. They have not returned, and I can't risk more to hunt them. Not with the raids coming to our own gate. If you let me know what happened to them, you will be compensated. You would pay me for the service? Hands of Avadon have only ever helped us lowly soldiers for pay. Sometimes they are generous and ask little, but other times it is the way of things. I must accept it. What will be my reward be? We have some workshops and barracks that have fallen into disuse. They still contain valuable supplies. I can unlock them and let you take whatever you need. Tell me more about them. As I said, there are 4 of them. A small scouting party, though they wouldn't mind killing a few wretches if a good chance came. They are led by a woman named Ace, my cousin, and as skilled a scout as ever roamed the thickets. I do not think they are dead, but they might need help, and I want news. She smiled sadly. My uncle would be furious if he found that I sent Ace into danger without looking after her. Watcher Harissa is woefully overtaxed commander of the soldiers in Zhethron's Aerie. She is using some of her resources to hire hands to help her troops. A patrol of 4 soldiers has gone missing near the large wretch lair to the south. Harissa wants you to find out what happened to them and, if necessary, rescue them. Okay, I'm guessing we needed to open the gate ourselves. Apparently. They weren't going to open it for us. At last, you enter Zhethron's chamber. It is an enormous cavern, strewn with debris. It is divided into several sections by slow-moving streams of magma, which keep the cavern at a nice, constant level of excruciating heat. On a basalt spire in the middle of the cavern, you can see the dragon himself, arguing with the human. Zhethron is smaller than you expected, but even from here, you can sense the power that radiates off of him. Zhethron is a dragon. These creatures, more than any other, are infused with raw, magical power. They are arrogant, greedy, long-lived, and extremely dangerous. But even they must bow to the power of the Pact. Their days of raiding your colonies are over. Now they gain wealth by exchanging it for power and knowledge. Normally, it's a smooth and simple operation. But now, judging by how furious the dragon is, things have gone very wrong. And thus, they sent you. Okay, let's go ahead and take the potion. Nathalie stops for a moment. She stares at the dragon, a faint smile on her face. Look at it. Imagine what it must be like in battle. What weaknesses do you think it has? Shima shakes his head. It is not part of our task. Don't distract yourself, not until Redbeard tells us to go dragon hunting. Anyway, it is an ally. Nathalie shrugs. Read your history. A creature like that can never be our ally. Zhethron hunted humans for game in the Black Age. We grew weak and it stalked us. Useful, perhaps, but no ally. He starts walking again. Trying to keep your trembling under control, you walk toward the dragon. The creature is there, standing on a basalt spire emerging from the lava. He is currently shouting at a young woman of the cava. The force of his fury is literally blowing her hair back. And yet, she doesn't seem to be afraid. You move closer to hear what they are arguing about. You get close enough to listen in. Neither the dragon nor the small woman standing before him have noticed you. They are arguing about a lumpy pile of rags on the ground between them. I won't tolerate it. You have no choice. They can't even secure the gate. You must be patient. What? Leave me. The young woman says, I will give you some time to calm down. Maybe a nice meal will help you to listen to reason. She turns her back and storms off of the island. As she walks past you, she mutters, "Good luck." Then Zhethron sees you. He rises up to his full height and his eyes gleam with anger. "You!" he rumbles. "You are here! You took your time! Who are you?" I don't want to ever go for like the cowardly option. Let's just say, "I am Xander. I was sent by Avadon." Zhethron waves his claw dismissively. "Word Avadon does not scare me. I was hatched hundreds of years before your fort in the mountains was built. I sent for help. It has taken too long to arrive, but now that you are here, I will have what I am owed." "What is it you need?" Zhethron casually spears a heap of rags in front of him with the claw and lifts it up. You realize that it isn't rags, it's a small, dead wretch, hanging limply from the dragon's claw. Zhethron shakes a body at you. You note that it has a black X painted on its jerkin. "Look at this. Lands near my lair are infested with pests, and nothing is done. Now they invade my home. I will be rid of them." "Why don't you just eat the invaders?" "Because wretches are vile to the taste, and because hunting them is not my task. I was promised security, and I will have what I am owed." "You have had this problem for a while." "Month," he roars, waving the dead wretch at you for emphasis. "I send envoy after envoy to the pack for help, and I am ignored. I will not be ignored." "And what do you want from me?" The dragon wrinkles his lip in disgust and drops the dead wretch to the ground. He points at the black X on the creature's chest. "This mark shows that the creature is from their lair near here, the one the pact has refused to remove. Destroy their lair, and then if they are the ones who have been infesting my caverns, I will be content." Where is this lair?" Zhethron describes to you how to reach it. "A new area has appeared on your world map. I have flown over it several times. You are not the first warrior the pact I have told where it is, and yet nothing was done." You want all of them killed?" "I want them to stop bothering me, but considering how fast they spread and how fast they spread, great violence will probably be necessary." "I will do what you ask." He nods. "I expect it done quickly. The pact does not give me what I am owed, and my anger is growing. If our bargain is to continue, I will have this assistance. Go." He waves you away. The dragon Zhethron told you what has been irritating him. Wretches. There is a large warren of them to the south, sending pests to sneak into his lair and steal his stuff. To pacify the dragon, you must go there and drive them out. Okay, we're not going to steal, obviously, his treasure hoard. Not that we could anyway. We're still going to explore his stuff, though. Man, remember the days of Avernum, though, where instead of a hostile dragon, it was a friendly dragon, Matrax, we could talk to? Remember those days? Man, that walkthrough seems so long ago at this point. Circle of Fire. Ooh, that sounds very effective. All the magical stuff I want to give to Nathalie, though, so she has stuff she can use as an alternative in fighting. A lot of this stuff is quite valuable. Alright, don't have enough lockpicks to open it. 17 lockpicks, 12. 45. Oh, hell no, I'm not getting that many lockpicks just to try to get that open. That probably is a reward chest from Zhethron anyway. The dragon Zhethron has accumulated an enormous library. Shelves of books stretch into the shadows, dimly illuminated by the river of magma to the north. The tomes and scrolls are covered with a thick layer of ash. Few of them show signs of having been read. Zhethron charges handsomely for access to his collection, but he has no interest in consulting or maintaining it himself. Behind you, the floor is etched with a web of enchanted runes. For decoration? Theft protection? You aren't sure. This could be where we'll find the Librum. When you open this chest, a cloud of dust flies into the air. It is full of old journals. Some are diaries, some describe long journeys of exploration, and some describe magical research. You look through them briefly, and before long you find a leather-bound journal. A note inside the front cover indicates that it belonged to Ahmed, Seeker of Truth. This might not be the right time to steal from the dragon. You close the box. Alright, about dragons. Wait, which thing leveled up again? Oh, it's probably strength, right? Let's check out the codex. Nobody knows how many dragons there are, at least 50, maybe hundreds. They live mostly on the southern peninsulas, the Wretchlands, the Titan Peaks, and even, for the most solitary specimens, the Corruption. Dragons are the oldest, largest, most powerful, the intelligent races of Linnaeus. All the rumors of legend are true. They live for centuries. They are passionate about collecting large quantities of wealth, as if humans aren't. They have powerful natural magical abilities. They are deadly if angered, but they can also be patient. They have knowledge that stretches back centuries, and they are not suicidal. Thus, when the Midlands Pact formed, the dragons did not fight it. They made themselves useful. Since the pact formed, many dragons have worked for it, finding an easy route to a far richer hoard. They work as mercenaries, sages, and magical consultants, not to mention a bustling business and shed scales. This arrangement works very well. The dragons grow old and rich, and the pact neutralizes a potentially deadly foe. But all dragons are proud. Some so much that such accommodations are seen as betrayal of their kind. These dragons keep such views quiet. They know that they are not outside the reach of Avadon. However, dragons have long memories. They remember all the slights, and they know what dragons have sold their birthright to the humans. And should the pact ever weaken, there will be a bloody reckoning. The Sick Book is a catalog of the holdings of the library, written in a cramped, illegible script and organized in the least convenient way possible. Only a few minutes of flipping through the catalog gives you a splitting headache. You close it again. Hey, get back here. I want to talk to you. This young woman looks surprisingly calm for someone who just had a furious argument with the dragon while standing by a river of magma. She is still mildly irritated, though. But then she sees you and favors you with a broad grin. Zhethron is obnoxious, as usual, but I will give you a civilized greeting. I am Keepa Thara, assistant to the Big Lizard, and advisor, as a creature needs constant wisdom. It lacks its own, you see. Zhethron roars. Thara, need I remind you how sharp my hearing is? She smirks. What is your purpose here? I am the dragon's assistant. I show envoys in to see him. I relay his demands to the unfortunates outside, and I give him advice when he asks, which is not often enough. Tell me about the envoys. Wealthy and arrogant officials from all over Linnaeus, who come here thinking a dragon is just another bauble to be purchased to show off to their rivals. They come with their bribes. Most of them are rejected, but he aids a fortunate few. How does he decide who to help? Lots of gold helps, magical artifacts, and of course he relies on my advice. She winks. So, if you ever come here trying to hire a dragon, don't be rude to the help. Keeper Thara says, Do you need anything else? I am ever required to meet the needs of the dragon, who can't look after itself. What does the dragon demand? More cows, fatter cows, someone to clean up after him. The sort of things asked for by dragons, the lazy and invalids. Zhethron cries out, I hear every word of this. I shall devour you the next time you return to me. Is that the response you expected? Yes, it is fortunate to me that I am so valuable to the creature. You give the dragon advice? Yes, Zhethron is, like all of his kind, proud and arrogant, but he is also smart enough to realize that, when dealing with the pack in Avadon, an occasional touch of humility and care is helpful. So he asked my advice. As a human, I almost understand other humans. And what are you advising him to do? Be patient. I tell him to give the pack time to send forces and beat back the wretches. Tell me about Zhethron. You should ask him. Once he decides that you are of value to him, he will tell you ceaselessly of the might of the dragons, and the tale of his life, and so on. But dragons are similar to humans. They want everything they can get, and they have enormously inflated opinions of their own value. And they are powerful enough to do much, but not all, so they hire others to do their dirty work. How old is Zhethron? About 500 years. He is in the prime of his life. How arrogant are dragons? They are as arrogant as it is possible to be. However, they do realize that if they fought the pack, they could all still be hunted down and destroyed. Thus, all dragons either hide deep in the far lands or emerge to trade with the pack. Is Zhethron hiring anyone now? No, but I am. I will give you samples from the dragon's hoard if some papers can be recovered for me. 3 leather binders that were stolen by the wretches. Not all the creatures stayed here to be killed. Some of them fled with my papers. It would be wise for me to get them back. Why did they steal the papers? I am not sure. They are records of the request envoys made of the dragon, and the responses taken while they were being carried to storage. I don't know why the creatures would seek them and take them away. However, I do want them back, in part because the wretches wanted them so badly. How well will I be paid? She gives you an evil grin. Oh, lavishly. Pounds of gold for your help. On his island, Zhethron furiously snorts out a gout of flame. You can negotiate a better deal than that. He roars. Do you not fear the dragon? She smiles. Because it could kill me in an instant? Of course I fear him, in the way that you fear Redbeard, and any soldier fears his commander. And yet, I rest easy in my utter indispensability. Keep Thara is the dragon's personal assistant and advisor. When the wretches attacked, they stole 3 folders containing records of recent envoy visits to the dragon. That information is supposed to be secret. If, while raiding the wretches, you find those papers, Thara will pay to get them back. Why are these two together, though? Okay, too complicated to be picked. This is a woman of the Wild Realm sitting at this table, looking warm, cooped up, and very uncomfortable. When she sees you, she nods. The hand, yes. Xander, the one who killed the wretches? I am grateful. I am Teria of the Southern Tribes. Excuse me if I seem distracted. The heat is difficult for me. You are a long way from home. Indeed. The free roads made the journey easier. They give as well as take away. I'm still eager to return home. You don't like the free roads? We of the Wild Realm feel that they take our land, but that is not something to talk of when it is so warm. Teria sits at the table, a bowl of water in front of her. She alternates between sipping it and dipping a towel in it and applying it to her forehead. Why have you come here? She thinks about it. To see the dragon. The reason why is a guarded secret around here. I don't really understand why, but I will follow custom and keep my privacy for now. Can you tell me anything about the dragon? I have not yet seen mighty Zhethron, though I hear him roaring and complaining day and night. I will be in to see him soon, I hope. Why? I offered gold and enchanted trinkets from our tribe, all we could afford, and then some. But the dragon did not want to travel all the way to our land. and his hunger for gold was greater than we could satisfy. I will leave you be. She nods. I thank you for your company. Okay, I'm sure there was a commander here we could talk to as well. I don't want to burn out my lockpicks just trying to get in there. There is a Hulk London man sitting alone in this chamber. He is reading next to a dark fireplace. You aren't sure why the Pax built fireplaces in these quarters? Maybe it was cooler once. The man looks up at you, but he doesn't rise. He is noticeably tense. He says, "Greetings, Hand of Avadon. I am Commander Ryozo. Excuse me if I don't rise. I prefer to be alone." If he is a commander, that means that he leads a force, a full 1,000 soldiers. He must have some influence in a Hoklanda. You are from Hoklanda? I am, he says without looking up from his scroll. Can you tell me anything about it? He doesn't look up. As I said, I am too busy to talk. All I can tell you about Hoklanda is that we know enough to be rid of those without honor. He doesn't elaborate, but Shima takes a step back. Interesting. You are here to see the dragon? There is no other reason to come to this miserable place. Why? He says calmly, that is private. A foolish thing to ask to an envoy of his people. Go away. I will not say another word. And he doesn't. Okay, so Shima just knows Ryozo, clearly. So that's why he mentioned him. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's all that we had to meet. Okay. There's a library on the side where we're at, but I don't know how we... I don't know how we would get to it. Actually, let me go back, because I think there was a... Pretty sure these turning wheels are misleading. How do we get to over there then? Okay, you know what? I'm not really overly concerned about Angevine's quest anyway. So yeah, our main goal is to take Zhethron, but we do have Lost Soldiers, Sarah's Papers, and of course Wretch Slayer to worry about. Alright, with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and call it for this part of Let's Play, but I will see you all soon with the next. But I hope you all are enjoying this playthrough so far, and I'll see you all until the next part.